Okay, Gambler's Blues, which is what Lightin calls it. So we've got our, which is the same thing as here. He's playing this in A in standard tuning. Cool, so he goes just one note, and then... So ideally we'd be using these two fingers, but when I'm doing this, I even find myself using these two. It's only, in situations where we're going to need to use all three fingers, but it'd be good to be able to do it either way. So that's these two fingers, or anyway, cool. So finish that. Then we've got this. So this speaks to why we, with our index just chilling there in case we have to pull off rather than like seesaw or whatever. So. And so that's, if we did this like, what we did during the lesson is first I was just like, do a regular slide, and then pull off. And this is a slide that sounds like one note, so we're on the melodies. Let's go. Anyway, there we go. So that on its own, work on that. And then we've got, so I'm going to pick up after that on that. So first, just learn the riff. Don't be doing this for right now, just like, and then let's try it, whatever, out of tempo first. So, then let's look at where he's doing bends, which is where, it's these little bends. It's here, 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 so it's like, yeah, there we are. Anyway, so there we are. That's tricky. I'm surprised to see him do that. And then, so section. Get good at that. And then he does this bass run where he goes. Whoops, I should use my thumb for everything. I'm trying lightning out. Anyway, so these two. Then we dip back. Cool. So just kind of, yeah. We don't use our middle finger in this whole thing after, right there. Cool, and then we're going to this, grip, so let's get good up to the bass before you try this next stuff, where he starts doing a bunch of difficult left hand shit. So there we go. Excuse me. We switch to this grip where we're playing not just this one, but two of them. And he goes, which is two thumb notes, it's like the power chord. And then he goes, leaves that ringing out and goes. So there we go. So it's like this keeps ringing out, which means we can't put our thumb back on the strings. The timing goes, oh right. Anyway, there we are. So big section, you get up to there. Everything from there gets a little bit higher degree of difficulty. So, just for the hell of it. Great, so then so there's our intro. We get to the verse. You might see me doing some weird tendency stuff here. He's just hitting multiple bass notes with his thumb. I'm wrong. I can do it this way. You can do it that way too. Cool. So then we get to what he does on the 4 chord, which means when you switch to D and the next chord. And that is called the 4 chord, like 1, 4, 5. If that's not familiar, yeah, cool, awesome, quick times. So this is where it gets kind of weird. He goes. So there, we were talking about right hand position being important. you know, you need to start with your thumb resting on the 6th string. It's going to hit both strings, and you're going to hit, you know, free fingers. So the minimum amount of hand movement. The whole way to get set for this is to have your thumb parallel to the string, as opposed to up here, which feels natural to everybody at first, is like literally with your whole thumb laying on the string, and then you know your fingers come in curled like that. I don't mean like this or anything, just anyway, whatever. It's pretty easy to get into that position, but then to keep playing. So you might just do this with open strings, but either way, what he does is he goes so getting up to there, normal, and then you have to be fretting all 6 strings. He goes the 3 high strings, thumb. So that's a section. The other option I wrote was, but that's not it. We kind of decided that's not as good because we want to be able to go have more control over the bass notes. So version 2 is the good one. And so yeah, it's anyway. So we just went go boom, da boom. So I'm picking up after that. We've just gone. Now he's gonna sit on that chord and he's gonna go high. It's bass, high, bass, both. So we go, and there we actually did all of them at once. So, one da boom, one da boom. So putting that all together. Excuse me. Pardon me. There it is. Get to that now. So there we have he wanted his bass line to go boom, 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 and it does. Let's hear that in there. Boom, da, boom. So boom, 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 boom. As in boom, da. Anyway, that's hard. If you can't do that, it's cool. Just do some kind of like, whatever, with going back and forth between high and the bass notes. And then, what he's like, then he gets to some kind of, I wouldn't be surprised if it's really similar to what he did from before. That's what comes next in the song. And it starts with single note, good stuff. There it is.